So you've spent the better part of a year investigating Amazon and its warehouse conditions. What did you find?
We found that they're injuring a tremendous amount of people. The injury rates in their warehouses, for the warehouses we were able to find, were more than double the industry average for their serious injuries. So this is like, as many as some warehouses had 15 serious injuries for every 100 workers, up to a quarter of the workers were being injured. These are extremely high injury rates, and they're Amazon's official records.
So warehouse work is, it's not easy work. It's grueling work. How much of this is tempo? How much of this is technology? And when you talk about higher rates than what you see on average, what kind of numbers are we talking about?
Yeah, so like for average for the warehousing industry, you'd expect to have 4 serious injuries per 100 workers. At the Amazon facilities we looked at, it was above 9 per 100 workers, and some of these warehouses were up to 26, almost 26 per 100 workers. It's just unheard of. That's 6 times the average. And yeah, over and over again, we heard that the reason behind this is just how fast these warehouses move, how fast the workers are required to move. Each worker is tracked down to the second. How many boxes they have to get, they have to process per hour. These are hundreds of boxes per hour. They have a specific target. And if they don't hit that target, they know that they will get written up and eventually fired. And so when they're confronted between, maybe losing their job and having to take shortcuts or put this toll on their body, they do that and they end up getting hurt. They, injure their backs, their shoulders, their knees, repetitive stress injuries. They have strains that put them out of work for months. I talk to people who are basically going to be in lifelong pain, and they end up just getting replaced by the next worker who can hit that quota. Amazon has said that they have these robots that, now these really technologically advanced warehouses with robots that make the job easier for workers. The workers don't have to walk for miles. They just stand there. The robots bring the packages to them. But what we found was that actually the warehouses with robots had some of the highest injury rates. And what we understand is that the workers actually have, because the robots make things more efficient, they have to work faster. They have hundreds more packages to deal with an hour. So they're going faster and faster and faster and faster with these robots, and their bodies are breaking down. They are now,
Well, why do you think these issues in the warehouses aren't showing up more in online reviews in particular? I've looked at the Amazon warehouse worker reviews, say on Indeed, and they've got around 40,000 plus of those. Walmart also has them, Walgreens, Costco, others. They're all around 3.5, 3.6 star rating out of 5. Is it just that the numbers are so big that these injury cases and conditions don't show up as clearly? Why isn't Amazon getting a 2 rating out of 5 if their warehouses are so much worse than the others?
Yeah, I can't speak to the online reviews so much as that I know I've talked to a lot of workers who they didn't post an online review. They're at home. They're in pain. A lot of them didn't want to speak on the record about Amazon because they're honestly, they feel like Amazon has all this power and all this money, and who am I? I'm just, a lone individual. I'm not going to speak out about it. Don't put my name in. I'm afraid. So there's a lot of people like that out there. The online reviews, I don't know, but these are the actual injury records of Amazon. Amazon tracks it according to the government standards. And so these, it's easy to compare, the Amazon's numbers versus the industry standard versus, anyone else's. This is like, what they're held to by the government. So these are the records, and they show the true toll. It's, you have warehouses with hundreds of, more than 400 injuries in a year, thousands across the country.
Hey, Will, where is OSHA on all of this?
So OSHA is requires companies to track this data, but there's no, limit for how many people you can hurt. I mean, there's no, for the injury rate. The high injury rates can trigger inspections. So you would expect that there would be some inspections here. But actually, one of the things I found is that, even when a guy died in Indiana and was crushed by a forklift, OSHA came in. They actually cited Amazon for some serious safety violations, and then all of a sudden those safety violations disappeared. They were dropped. And I called the OSHA inspector, and who was on that case, and he told me go ahead. He was actually had political pressure from on high, from up to the governor's office, to back off that case. And so, in the end, Amazon didn't face any citations.